From Babylon to Timbuktu, a history of ancient black races, including black Hebrews. Rudolph R. Windsor. Until comparatively recent times, knowledge that black Africa was the seat of highly evolved civilizations and cultures during a time when Europe stagnated was limited to a small group of scholars. That great empires such as Ghana and, later, Mali flourished for centuries while Europe slept through its dark ages almost have been ignored by historians. Thousands of years before that, as Rudolph R. Windsor notes in this enlightening book, civilization began with the black races of Africa and Asia, including the Hebrews who in biblical times were jet black. Then, Western Europe had no nations as such, and its Stone Age inhabitants had but the crudest tools and lived in caves. Because of the scarce literature on the contribution of black to world civilization, most people today hold the erroneous opinion that the black races have little real history. It was not known, for instance, that the ancient Hebrews, Mesopotamians, Phoenicians, and Egyptians were black. Now a growing body of literature is presenting the illustrious history of blacks and their enormous contributions. This carefully researched book is a significant addition to this vital field of knowledge. It sets forth in fascinating detail the history, from earliest recorded times of the black races of the Middle East and Africa. Mr. Windsor's discussion of Islamic civilization and the movement of the black Hebrews to all parts of Africa is edifying and absorbing. Readers, regardless of race, will find this factual story of a noble heritage a valuable enrichment to their knowledge of world history. Biography. Rudolph Windsor was born in Long Branch, New Jersey. After living in a number of Jersey communities, his family settled in Philadelphia, where he attended community college, studying psychology and political science at Gratz College, where he majored in Hebrew, Aramaic studies, and Temple University, where he majored in Middle Eastern studies. In addition, he has 4 sons and a daughter. He says of his book, "My motive in writing it was to give the true history of the Afro-American, which has been excluded from textbooks." Professor Windsor is a strong advocate of the economic and cultural development of the black community. In serving the community, he has been a member and president of several organizations, was a delegate to the Black Power Conference of 1968, and was designated a delegate on behalf of Ethiopian Jews to meet with Mr. Mekonnen, an official of the Ethiopian mission to the United Nations in the early 1970s. Moreover, Mr. Windsor is the author of the book The Valley of the Dry Bones, subtitled The Conditions That Face Black People in America. As a result of some difficulties with several book companies, Mr. Windsor established his own company called Windsor's Golden Series Publications. In 1988, Mr. Windsor redesigned his first book, From Babylon to Timbuktu. Again, Mr. Windsor over the years has appeared on radio and TV talk shows, lectured at congregations, organizations, universities, and has traveled to Europe and the Middle East. The author wishes to thank the Jewish people for their great effort in assisting the Ethiopian Jews. If you would like to help, write to America Falasha Bar Mitzvah, Mag 1984, Ashkelon, 17th Ethiopian Jewish children who recently came to Israel, and 3 Doral boys celebrated their Bat Mitzvah in Jeshurun Grammar School in Ashkelon. Each child received a hand calculator provided by the AAEJ, who arranged for the event, pictured in Murray Greenfield, left. Israel representative of the AAEJ, and Shlomo Bahash, right, principal. Benefit dinner honors GRAEN, and Emma DERGER. Last November, Greenham and Emma Berger were honored by friends, family, and the AAEJ at a special tribute dinner commemorating their 30 years of tireless activity on behalf of Ethiopian Jewry. As founding president of the AAEJ, Dr. Berger brought the plight of this endangered Jewish community to the attention of Jews and Jewish leaders in North America and Israel. His efforts both here and abroad helped to bring about the rescue of thousands of Jews. Today Dr. Berger continues to strive and to persist in his struggle, and in so doing to save more lives. At the dinner, Congressman Stephen J. Solars, D.N.Y., the guest speaker, presented the Bergers with a message from Ed Asner. This year, if the tragedy is to be prevented, then immediate and dramatic steps must be taken to save the 7,000 Jews left behind in Ethiopia's Gondar province. Unless they are brought to Israel's son, their survival will continue to be threatened by famine and drought in the proximity of the bloody civil war in nearly Tigray and Eritrea. In addition, due to the absence of decent medical care at any time, a single epidemic could claim many Jewish lives. Just recently, an outbreak of typhus occurred in southern Gondar. In November 1st,